So again, we're continuing with 1, 2, okay? And this topic is called the difference quotient. So we left off on slide 14, okay? The difference quotient uses function notation, which is why it's in this section, okay? And it is basically divided into 3 parts. What it is kind of a rate of change. You're finding the difference between 2 specific points if you didn't know the points. So this eventually can get used to find like the slope of a line that would be passing through 2 spots, kind of a thing. But for now, we're just finding this. So this you have to have memorized, which is f of x plus h minus f of x over h. And we divide this into 3 parts. You're going to get given an f of x, and that will change. And the very first thing we're going to do is find f of x plus h. How do I do that? I take x plus h and I plug it in place of the x values, just like we did when we evaluated a function yesterday. Then I'm going to subtract the original function from what I find. And when you do that, things will cancel out. We'll talk about it when you see it. And the very last thing we're going to do is divide everything by h. And again, you'll be able to cancel things out. So it starts with this. It says evaluate the difference quotient given f of x equals x squared minus 2x minus 5. So again, I'm going to write it so that we have it. F of x plus h minus f of x all over h is what we're going to do. And we're going to do it in stages. So the first thing we're going to do is the f of x plus h. So I'm going to find f of x plus h. And I do that by plugging x plus h into the x values of this given f of x. So that is x plus h squared minus 2 times x plus h minus 5. So I took the x plus h and I plugged it in place of the x values. You with me so far? Now I've got to simplify this. So one option is expand and FOIL x plus h times x plus h. A second option is to use your shortcut of the squareds that we talked about yesterday. Square the first, square the last, double the product. And I get x squared plus 2xh plus h squared. The third option is to memorize that x plus h squared is x squared plus 2xh plus h squared because you're going to do it so many times, okay? If you don't memorize it, then you just make sure you know how to do either the expanding and the foiling or the shortcut. So that takes care of this part, x squared plus 2xh plus h squared. That's the first parentheses. Then I distribute the negative 2, so minus 2x, minus 2h, and I don't forget the minus 5 at the end. That whole thing is just the x plus h part. Now I'm going to subtract my f of x, which means I'm going to subtract my entire original equation. Now, don't do this next step because I'm going to show you an alternative. One option is to take that f of x and put it behind it. So x squared minus 2x minus 5. And then I would have to distribute my signs. So I would be subtracting x squared, adding 2x plus 5. And I would have to rewrite this and combine my like terms. That's one option. Easier than that is understanding that by subtracting my original, so when we subtract, we could either minus, right? Or we can add the opposite sign. So instead of rewriting it over here and then having to rewrite the whole thing and combine my like terms, I take my original, I write it under the term that it's going to get combined with because every one of those is going to get combined with something else. And I change its sign. So minus x squared goes under the x squared. So I'm changing my signs on each of these terms and I'm aligning them with the ones that they're going to cancel from. Opposite of negative 2x is a positive 2x and it goes under my minus 2x. Opposite of negative 5 is positive 5 and it goes under the negative 5. Every one of those terms will cancel with what was there already. So you change your signs, align it vertically, cancel them out. And what's left is 2xh plus h squared minus 2h. That is now the whole numerator because I took my f of x plus h and then I subtracted the f of x from it. And then my last step is put it all over h and simplify. And h will cancel from every term if you've done it correctly. And what's left is 2x plus h minus 2. That is the difference quotient of this f of x. Ready to do it again? So just a different difference quotient. Just a different f of x, okay? I'm actually going to change this. I'm going to add a 2 onto the front here. So add a 2 onto the front because that could also happen. Writing out the difference quotient, f of x plus h minus f of x all over h. And we do it in our 3 steps. Well, 3 parts, not really steps because there's more than one step in each one. First one is the f of x plus h. So I'm taking x plus h and I'm plugging it into each of the x's. 2 times x plus h squared plus 3 times x plus h minus 2. I could either expand and FOIL the x plus h squared, use the shortcut, or remember that x plus h squared is x squared plus 2xh plus h squared. Distribute the 3 plus 3x plus 3h, subtract the 2. Distribute the 2. So 2x squared plus 4xh plus 2h squared plus 3x plus 3h minus 2. That whole thing is your f of x plus h. Now what? Good. Subtract your original f of x. So I'm going to take each of these, I'm going to change their signs and align them with the ones they're going to cancel. So negative 2x squared, negative 3x, positive 2. Change the sign, align them with the ones they're going to cancel, which would be their like terms. Cancels, cancels, cancels. What's left is 4xh plus 2h squared plus 3h. And my final step is put it all over h and simplify. So h, one of the h's, and the h there. I end up with 4x plus 2h plus 3. Questions? Yeah.
You just cancel out.
So in addition to the web assigned questions, you need to make sure you add that question, okay? You're just adding to find the difference quotient of that one. Another thing is I graded the homework from 1-1, okay? And some of you didn't put your full score. You got to make sure you put your full score on there, okay? Some people skipped work. Like, you can't have a question that needs work and skip the work. That's when you lose points on homework, which is just silly.